PlayStation fanboys are openly crying about Xbox and Phil Spencer. And, you know, the sadness that you hear in their voices and you can see in their hearts. Can't even see their faces, but you can see it. You can see it. It's real wild. It's real wild. They're so like the sad thing is that there's no conversation to be had about PlayStation, right? There's no exciting conversation to be had, right? No one is sitting there saying, man, I cannot wait for PlayStation. Even Ghost of Yote, nowhere in the conversation, right? Nobody's talking about that. Sony wasn't even talking about that. Sony was like, Ghost of what? Oh, yeah. We making that.
Whose game is
Borderlands 4. Borderlands 4 coming out. That's the game I want you to focus on. Forget about our Ghost of Wate. And what was the other one? Fucking Marathon. What a goddamn shame.
Seriously.
But yes, we have these ponies out here. They're crying. And this is, you know, we talked about it, but now it's time to see it. This guy right here, just I can't with it. So this is that guy crap.
Oh, this is what you
remember I told you
told us.
So
yes,
he's doing this every day because he thinks he's somebody, right? It's real funny. And he goes and he puts day 5 of me asking Xbox P3 and tags him.
That's wild.
What a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? What a piece of shit. To resign after you ruined the Xbox console and lied to the community repeatedly for over a decade. Resign, you bum. Resign, you bum. Resign. Do you see what's happening on Twitter?
This is crazy.
Do you see this? Do you think this is acceptable?
So you know why I'm not on Twitter is because this is the kind of shit that happens. Would he say that to his face? Probably not.
Definitely
this
not.
Is just the kind of stupid thing that happens. And like, seriously, like, what has he done that's really bad? Like all of the other industry besides Gabe Newell, like changes freaking CEOs every freaking day. And you're telling me the one that's been around forever is the one that's bad. I don't know. He's taken Xbox from where it was to a second, third place in the gaming industry in revenue. Is that terrible? I don't know. I'm not sure where the is Crap Gamer or anybody like him who kind of decided to switch over to PlayStation. Are they not excited for the new June showcase? Are they? I mean, so I look at it as simply, I want to play games. And, you know, if somebody's going to show me like great games, fine. Even if it's PlayStation, like fine, whatever. I still like Ghost of Yotai.
I would love for them to make a great game.
Absolutely. So, why not?
Yeah. So like, just make great games. I'll be there. Like whatever, right? I'm just going to play them on PC because they're putting it on PC. So fine. I don't see what the negative here is. If the game is available to you, play it. Why is that a bad thing? I'm not sure where if you have an Xbox and you're enjoying that box, what's the problem? Right? That's where you have to ask yourself, where is it that I'm going to lose if I do this? Now you could say, hey, maybe that's another one of the topics. We could get into it a bit more. Maybe game publishers won't put games on the next Xbox. Well, I have news for you for that. I'll leave it to the next segment.
Leave it in that topic.
On when how that's absolutely not going to be an issue anymore. But either way, so that might be your biggest concern. Outside of that, why does it matter? You've got the box, right? Play your games. We're also getting the best deal ever in like freaking Game Pass. Where's the downside? Where's the downside? We're getting inundated with games. Literally, I have a very hard time keeping up. I don't know how to do it. I've now, like CMoney, you said, like, you know, you just got to skip games that you think you're not going to. I have no way around that now because it's just impossible to keep up. It's impossible. I used to give every game a chance. It's not possible anymore. There's just too many games. So I just like, sometimes I'm like, this looks like a game I tried before. I'm just going to skip it. I have like no choice now. It's like, there's too much. So you just have to say, okay, is this something of my genre or not? And try it. I still try to play a lot of them, but some of them I'm just like, I don't know, man. You're just gonna have to skip it. It just is what it is. How are we in trouble? How? Like, I get to play my games on my console or on my PC whenever I want. And I just have it. And everything from first party is mine at my whim whenever I want to download it. How is this bad? Show me who's doing something similar. Like, I don't know why like Phil is somehow a bad person for making Xbox as extraordinarily like successful. Now you might say, but the console, it doesn't matter. You have a console. If you want the console, it's there. I just don't know why it needs to be so negative. Like, there are a lot of people out there, and it's not specific to crap, it's just a lot of people out there who have gotten to this point of like, if I can't console war, then there's no point for me being on the console. Well, then you were never a gamer to begin with.
I mean,
If
then
the entire
leave.
purpose,
Facts.
if the entire purpose
what
for
we
you to
said.
be here was simply to say, I've got an Xbox and see what I can play on it, but you don't actually play it, then what's the point? The whole point of this is to enjoy gaming. So buy the
But they're
consoles that you want to buy
exposing
and play your
They're
games.
exposing themselves, Hargeet. That's the problem, and this is why we get so upset with all this stuff.
Woo! Expose.
That's literally it.
That's what they are.
That is
It's
literally
100% the truth, right?
yeah.
It's really a crazy situation, but that's what they are. They're exposing themselves. This is not about games, and this is what I like. This is what I've been saying, right? I was on Boom Show. I brought it up, and in here too, we've been talking about it. But it's like yes, again, I'm not gonna pretend. You ain't gonna go and have me clipped in one place and then go clip me from a year ago and say, I got you, bitch. No, I understand. I used to, right? I used to be all in on this shit, right? I get it. I understand, right? We used to do it, right, babe? All the time. We're all about the console war shit because that's what was going on, right? And we enjoy doing it, right? But the basis of what it was is at the end of the day, I love games, and I love specifically Xbox games. I do. I'm not like the ponies who just want to talk about PlayStation and then they don't show up for their fucking games. I love whatever Xbox puts out. It's like they speak to my soul. They know the shit that I'm gonna be into, and they make those type of games and shit. Even Ara, Age of Mythology, games that I never would have touched, but Xbox made them and put them in front of me and gave them to me for free to play, and I fucking love them now. So it's like it was always based on the games, right? And now when all this stuff has changed and all this stuff has happened, we have new information, so we made new decisions. So I don't need to do anything.
Nothing was taken away. The games are still there. If anything, we're getting more than we ever have. And Game Pass, I mean, it's growing more than ever. It's the best deal, like you said, Hargi. And so what is there to complain about?
Facts.
There's nothing to complain about.
100%.
And listen,
100%.
the talks come in when the talk comes in from the other end. The developers love to talk shit. So you get what you put out there. And I'm not one to just match your energy.
Yeah, that's what it is. And I get it. Like there's a lot of people who want to come and come on our show and see us crying, right? They want to see us saying, fuck Xbox is shit, blah, blah, fuck Fire Phil. Fam, if I believed it, I would say it. But that's some bullshit, bro. Like, it's crazy to think that for me, who has access to more games than I ever I'm not like, dude, I'm a father, I'm a husband, I got 6 kids. I'm not irresponsible, right? Yes, before I wanted games and I would buy them and fucking they would sit there sometimes because I didn't have time to play them, or I would just buy a bunch of shit just because the fuck of life. But at a certain point, it's like, okay, well, I still, even when I bought a lot, quote unquote, a lot of games, I wasn't buying 15 games in a month like this. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't buying it's just not reality, right? It's not. Xbox has given me the ability to play more games than I ever have. And it's not just the games they give me, it's the way they allow me to interact with Xbox. The fact that I can take my fucking Steam Deck, my OLED Steam Deck, go ahead and log into GeForce Now because they made a deal with GeForce Now and they get the games day one, the PC version, the Windows PC version of the games. GeForce Now gets day one, and I could just sit there and stream that shit, and I could do it when I have time as opposed to the very short amount. Like if I only limited my gaming to when I can sit down in front of a TV alone to concentrate, like I'll never fucking play. Like, there would be such a small amount of time to play, bro. Like, we have real shit going on, right? So it's like, I go and I play when I want because Xbox allows me to do it, bro. Xbox has allowed me to be a better gamer. You know what I'm saying? Just because I have access to more and I have more access to it.
I mean, realistically, the outpour of games that they have going on right now, who is going to essentially keep up with that, right? Unless you have Game Pass. And so, it allows you to grow as a gamer because there are games that you wouldn't spend your money on. And as amazing as the reviews have come in, and as amazing as it looks, the Expedition 33,
Yes,
right? A lot of people would not have went ahead and picked that up if it wasn't because it's in Game Pass.
I
And
for sure wouldn't have.
exactly,
For
or they
sure.
wouldn't have played it. They would not have known that they enjoy the game and put the word out there about how amazing it is. And so I think that, again, having the library there, you brought up Our History Untold. Love that freaking game. Like, a ridiculous amount of hours in there. And again, I wouldn't have thought that it was a game that I would just go ahead and click with. But I did, right? And that's insane because again, you have access to go ahead and get in there and get out if you don't like it, or just freaking go ahead and dive in. But to go ahead and, like you mentioned before, be irresponsible, buy whatever game comes out, whether you may like it or not, just to test it out and see if you would enjoy it. That's not realistic.
Agreed.
So
Agreed,
when you're talking about supporting the devs, what better way to support the devs than to go ahead, get into Game Pass, play what you love, try new things, and put out there what you feel about them.
Well, this is Phil. Phil did this for us.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's call a spade a spade. Phil is the one that did this shit. And to have this dude think that he's some fucking some hero on Twitter going around trying to call for his job. Like, get
It's
the
so
fuck
ridiculous. By the way, real quick, shout out to Talos. Talos was good. You and us are on the same boat. Towerborn is fun. Talos says it's a fun game. It looks great. It is.
It's a sneak. It's a sneak for me, right? Because honestly, when I first started playing it, I was like, okay, this is cool, right? But I was enjoying it enough to keep playing. It wasn't like this is what am I doing? And I'm like, oh, I'm forcing my way through. I'm like, okay, no, this is cool. I was enjoying it, right? Like in my mind, I already kind of felt like I was like, all right, this is like a solid like 8 in my mind. As I was playing, it's like a solid 8. Bro, as I've been playing more, I'm so fucking hooked. I'm so hooked by it. I love it. Like, I don't know what it is. It's like this dope as like. It's like you grind without grinding because every time you're like unlocking another piece of the board because like the map is broken up into like these puzzle pieces, and every time you finish, do a mission or whatever, it opens up the next set and you can kind of pick and go with that. I mean, it's just the combat is fire, upgrading your shit is fire. There's so much to it, and I wasn't expecting it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't expecting it. It's actually really fucking good. Like, I'm really, really do enjoy it.
And it's not just us.
No, our kids are into it.
I know.
Our kids are playing with us. Like, it's fucking dope, man.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I'm really loving it. I gotta shout out the homie Farq in the building.
Farq,
love the new thumbnail art. That's right. He did.
Demo, did you see your new picture?
Did you guys see the thumbnails?
You as well.
Upgraded. You both been upgraded. I think these are much cooler than the last ones that we had.
Shout out to Farq, the genius.
That's what I'm talking about.
Love.
It looks fire. Pockets. It is, right? Fillmore Pocket saying, with your game saves following you. Again, being able to go ahead and play on my Xbox when I have the time, play on my PC when I have the time, play on my handheld when I have the time. And each time it's just bing, 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 loading up my game. I don't have to go crazy. I just play. Come on, man. It's so dope, bro. It's so dope. I think one of the best things about
Towerborn is like there's such short sessions. So you get to finish a level in like
They're
5 minutes.
there's different lengths, right? Because if you
Right,
do
that's
one of the big ones, they're longer.
right. But you can
But they
always
also
choose.
physically show you too, right? Like this,
Right.
the smaller icons are smaller and
Right.
quicker
Yeah.
things. But
So
then
you
if you
know
want
what
to do
you're
the
getting
big
into.
one,
Yeah.
you do the big one, you have more time, you go in there and you
Right.
kind of do a real main mission. It's
And
really good.
and you also have like different areas that you can do like grind for gear. If you're looking for tier 4, tier 3, or whatever. I'm at the moment on tier 4, if I'm not wrong. Am I tier
You're on
4?
4. I'm going to 4. I'm on tier 3.
Yeah, might be on tier 4, but I haven't gotten any tier 4 loot yet. So
Okay.
I'm still getting tier 3 because I think you have to advance a little bit more in order for you to upgrade. But I mean, it's just the gameplay loop, the combos, the combinations. You can do shit like you are comboing an opponent, and then your hit send them towards the other side of the screen, and then
Yep.
your other, your friend or whatever can continue the chain. And I don't know if you've seen it, but I posted on Twitter. We got a boss, one of the bosses, and we destroyed it. All of us did our abilities at the same time,
Nice.
and that's just so
That's dope.
satisfying. And it's just like,
Oh man.
I mean, it's just like amazing. Great job. The animations are so clean. The beautiful
are.
colors. It's just like such a welcoming game, right? It's so easy to pick up. And I feel like a lot of people are really enjoying it. And I've been seeing a lot of people talking about it, how much they've been enjoying Towerborn. So kudos to them. They released a very good game, and I believe that it will continue to get better, because this is just the beginning. Remember, it's early
Yeah, it's a
access.
preview.
It's
Yes.
early access. This is not even the full
Dude,
release.
it's great. I mean, this is like the second phase, right? Because it was early access on Steam. They made a whole bunch of changes for the Xbox drop, and obviously they're going to keep learning and moving forward. But I got to tell you another thing, and I see Relski. He says it's being a preview might be what's really stopping me. I want my achievements. Relski, they already said that achievements are going to be added and they're going to be retroactive. So everything you're doing in the game now, once achievements are there, they will pop. So you're going to unlock everything you're doing. But I will say another, and we're going to get back to our topic here because I don't want to go too crazy. But another thing I will say is just doing the game. So I've been grinding because I really took to it. So I've been playing it every chance I get. But what's dope is like the girls started playing with me and Doodle, and I'm much higher level, right? And when they come in, they just join. The game recognizes the scenario, right? So if you are playing your game, like if you're the one logged in as the main person, it's your map, right?
Yeah,
It's your world.
your
So
world.
people come in, and if they never played, they come in, the first thing they have to do is make their character. But after that, they're done. They're in the game. So they just make their character and they're playing the game with you. Don't worry about the different level gap or anything.
Yeah,
and what happens is they come start playing, and then because I'm playing at a higher level and they're playing with me, they're still killing people, they're still doing all that stuff. I just have like more health and shit, so I can kind of revive them if they die. But once the map is over, like they're ranking up like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because they're playing these higher levels, so they're getting way more experience points. So they just rank up real quick. And that's so dope because you could just do that. And then if it's like the other way around, so like if one of them were playing, it would be their world. And if I hop in there, we're playing their low level characters, but because they didn't actually start the game officially on their own, they get the same opening preview, like the opening movie and all that shit. So like it's just they did it. It's such a chill way to make it so easy to play. And again, this is couch co-op, 4 players, man. It's fun, bro. We're having a blast. But let's get back to the drama at hand with the crap gamers of the world, the ponies. That's what I think. That's why he's like the figurehead now, because that's like the umbrella, right? Like, who are the crap gamers? Ponies, for sure, by definition. I do want to shout out the homie Shane G in the building. Thank you for being here.
Shane
just says, "Yep, you guys are genuine Xbox fans that see the nuance and understand the strategy." I gotta tell you, man, I hate the fake. You know what I'm saying? I hate the pretending that. Like, look, I would like to believe that you guys come out here and hang out with us because you guys are like on our same wavelength and you kind of feel similar to how we feel about things and you like to just rock out. Like I don't ever want to feel or think that in order to make the people happy, I have to pretend to have outrage or pretend to have a problem with something that I don't have a fucking problem with. Like I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna give smoke where needed. No, well, not where needed. If needed, sure. If there was some crazy shit, it's just what would qualify as that. Like I don't take away Game Pass and then the house would burn. You know what I'm saying? You want to see smoke? Have them take away Game Pass. Outside of that, there's very little that can happen. If they're giving me my games consistently, the way they're doing it, where they're giving me first party, high quality games, third party. I mean, that would the only other thing would be is if Game Pass degraded crazy, right? Like if all of a sudden their first party games started sucking ass, or they're putting all these whack third party games in there and there's no big ones, nothing exciting. If that were the case, that would bum me out, and I'll be like, well, it's kind of like what is the point, right? Why am I paying for this service if you guys can't make a good game? But that's not the case. They've done nothing but elevate, bro. Elevate everything they've been releasing. Even a game like Towerborn, which again, for all intents and purposes, should not be this good.
Yeah.
Like I'm really, really like no bullshit enjoying it. Like at first it was hard because I stopped playing Oblivion to play Towerborn, right? I was like, all right, I got to get into this. Let me go play it. And, you know, at first it was like, oh man, but I could go play Oblivion. I haven't thought about Oblivion. I am in Towerborn. My thoughts right now are when I'm going to get back to playing Towerborn, because I am fucking really, really loving that game. And it's really cute because one of our daughters is really into it too. Like she came home from school yesterday. She's like, Daddy, let's play Towerborn. I was like, oh shit, let's go. Let's go. So like
that's the best.
Cool.
Man, what is your class? Because I picked up the Rock Breaker. There's a guy with the fist.
Double daggers, baby. I don't
double
remember
daggers.
Name,
that's cool, my boy. That's what he plays. What about you?
It's so sick. So I think the one thing that's hard, and again, they're still in preview. So there's two things that I want, and I know we're talking about Towerborn again. We're supposed to be talking about these.
I know.
But real quick, two things that I do want them to change. One, when you're down. Mm-hmm. I want them to implement like the Fortnite mentality where you're down, but you can move.
Crawl,
like you should be able to crawl
move around,
so you can get away from where like the crowd is, so that I could try to go save you a little easier.
So there's a better chance,
And like especially for younger kids, like when you're down, if they're moving around, they're still kind of engaged, as
feeling
like
they're still playing. Yeah,
bleeding, right?
So
out. That would be dope. And then the only other thing that I would say is there should be some type of maybe some credit system or transfer balance. Like the hardest thing for me is like I spent all this time building up one of these levels. Like I had the sword and shield for a long time, and I got pretty high level. And I was like, man, but I really want to try one of these other ones. So, you know, I went to the dagger, and it's like, yo, I'm already up in a higher world tier, fighting harder enemies. And then when I switch to another class, I'm all the way back to the bottom. And it's like, your backpack, meaning your health, is all the way back down because your weapons and all that, your gear gives you that. So you have to, I mean, it doesn't take that long to kind of put on better armor quicker, but still, I wish there was a way where you could be like, all right, you're tier 4, so we'll let you do tier 2 level when you transfer to something else. You know what I'm saying? Like just something that
a balance.
Yeah,
that's not right.
Little bit,
right from the
beginning. As opposed to starting at the bottom.
I don't know if you noticed, but there's like a gear that drops throughout the game for all of your classes while you play. So they got to sort of figure out, because I'm getting gear for the sword and shield, I'm getting gear for the dagger, and it's not the best gear, but I'm separating it just in case I decide to play those classes later on.
But you still need to level up to use them.
Yeah. Your ability.
So you know what I'm saying? So no matter how you cut it, you're going to start at the bottom.
Yeah, the bottom. You're talking about the tiers.
Yeah, no. Even like a weapon has a level. Like you have to be level 3 to use tier 2 green or tier 2 gray or whatever. Yeah, and then level 5 for tier 2 green. And it's like, you know, you have to do that. And it's again relatively quick. It's not too long, but I kind of wish there was a way that I can feel a little freer jumping between. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. because this is like supposed to be just like Destiny. That every time that you start a class, you start a new game from the beginning. That way you can level up all the way.
And I think that's what they're
just
hoping
trying
you
it.
would do, right? To go back
Yeah.
in and
Mhm.
try everything else.
Yeah, try a
But
different class, and
Mhm.
just to keep you engaged and find your class too. Because I mean, they
comes down
class.
to it not
Yeah,
being the only game that you're playing at the time, or like
right.
there's Doom is right around the corner. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
They want you to
So
play the hell out of this, and I
yeah.
will definitely play it. You don't even have to tell me twice. I'm on whenever there's a chance. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's really a big deal. Game Shark says it's Tower Board on PlayStation. Not yet, not yet. I will say pretty definitively, I'm almost 100% certain that it's going to go there once it drops to 1.0. And the reason I say that is because they were on a podcast, on the Xbox podcast, I believe, and the one guy, he kind of slipped the way he talked, and he was like, and it's gonna go across all platforms. And obviously, in the context of right there, you're talking about Switch. I'm sorry, Xbox, Windows PC, and Steam. And I think that's it. But I think the way he said it was with like they have a system to go between all the platforms, so you could be able to transfer your saves and all this crap. So it's gonna happen. But right now it's not. Okay.
But listen, there's a reason why Game Shark is asking, because according to Crap Gamer, what a name!
I know.
It's
Isn't
in every game on PlayStation day one.
Interesting. But we know that there's a deficit with him, right, where he just doesn't understand certain things. So I think we're pretty clear on that. Let's go ahead and get Game Shark back with that $5 super
Game
chat. Man.
Shark!
Appreciate you, my brother. Says Dreamcast guy and his girlfriend literally spent about $1,300 on 2 PlayStation 5s while he asked the community to pay for his teeth. Oh, damn. Shit. Never
That's
forget,
something.
I guess. The homie Do UK Now, the Boy Insider with that $10 super chat, man. Appreciate you, fam.
Thank
says 10 years ago, Crap Gamer caught his partner being ass banged by his best friend.
Oh,
Now, wow. Wow.
What?
Shit. I was not expecting that. Not gonna lie. That's real
talk
crazy.
about the tea.
Now, 10 years later, he's still bitching about the cheating ex with the person he cheated on him with. I need to know if this is like a metaphor for like Xbox, or is this
so.
are you literally talking about this dude?
Listen.
I don't know. Let me know. That being said, our boy, Do UK Now, the Broke Boy Insider, I know exactly what you did. He was like, oh fuck, the $10 is not enough. I gotta give myself on the ticker. He went ahead and gifted one on point for
Thank you,
my dude. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you, man. Y'all know what to do.
Tell him, baby.
Put the motherfucking welcome to the family emoji in the chat. Welcome our newest member, man. We appreciate you rocking out with us, bro. And that was One Punch Jedi.
Let's go.
Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you, homie.
Thank you. Welcome.
That's hilarious.
One Punch Jedi.
That's
and
hilarious.
Do you okay? Now the broke boy Lewis. Thank you so much.
All right, now let's move on. Oh, Spartan 661, what up, man?
Yo,
I see you, fam. How you doing, play? Okay, so
I have to say, we brought this up, or you had mentioned this yesterday, but to see it last night when we were doing the stream, but like to see it and knowing like all the energy, day 5, like this is a bit much. And
loser shit for sure.
To say like he wouldn't say that in front of him, but also like knowing that some people are off, right? Like it's a lot.
Yeah, that's real wild.
Like,
that's real wild. It's real thirsty. Like it just shows how desperate he is to be seen. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, we'll say some shit on Twitter every once in a while, right? But I think we pretty quickly realized that we're not for the streets like that, to be out there going crazy. Like I don't have
Twitter
the energy.
is shit.
Because they're fucking losers, right? And they talk a whole bunch of shit. And even if you go back and forth, like you're just like I did the hustle. I already went in there, slapped some people up, and it's like, but it's like it's a never ending thing.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't have the energy for these losers. Like they keep, tagging us and saying some bullshit, and it's like, fam, you're irrelevant to me. You don't exist outside of me mocking you and making fun of you. I don't care. Right? So just shut the fuck up. But that being said, people like Astro Cyborg live for clipping everybody. And a lot of times it's annoying, but also it's perfect when he does the ones that we want clipped because we get to hear stupid ass shit like this. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's take a listen to the the bullshit. Okay. All right, how's it? Okay. Is the volume up? Okay, here we go. Let's see.
Phil Spencer needs to go. That whole group needs to go. I've been saying that for a little while. That whole leadership.
It's funny though, Crack. Whether it's Nintendo or Sony, Xbox has the longest tenure for the higher ups, right? I mean, you've seen Sony change hands a bunch of times. Nintendo, I mean, right? I mean, they even changed hands.
There's no world in where a console can succeed without having something exclusive on it, right? There's in the history of video games, any console that lacked exclusive games or, has failed spectacularly. And I just don't see how people and the people that stick up for this that are supposedly Xbox fans, I mean, they really need kind of like to check it out. Like, those are the ones I feel like when Microsoft does say and they're going to do an announcement that they quit hardware one day, they're going to be like, I'm shocked. I didn't see the signs. Where were the signs?
I've seen, crap. One of the excuses I've seen recently, Xbox is making PlayStation lose its identity. That had me rolling, bro. Because let's get this right. So PlayStation having Xbox games on PlayStation, but Xbox not having PlayStation games on Xbox is making PlayStation lose its identity, not Xbox.
I see this trope.
It's just ridiculous to hear it back.
Listen to this.
Like, are you hearing what you're saying?
Yo, how the fuck are you like? Let me just put back first. Before I say any more, I gotta put this back. Pragmatic Eagle said, because this is his words here. This guy is 6 cans short of a 6-pack. It's not nice to talk about folks with disabilities. Okay. Thank you, Pragmatic Eagle, for those words. He was talking about Crap Gamer, but it applies to everyone who speaks on this show, apparently. Let's make this clear. Okay, let's make this clear. Xbox puts its games on PlayStation. PlayStation gamers see Xbox games. They buy Xbox games. They play Xbox games on the PlayStation. Therefore, turning the PlayStation
into
essentially an Xbox. He then goes to say that PlayStation does not put their games on Xbox. So that means on Xbox, you can only play Xbox games, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which will then, in fact, keep its identity as a box that plays Xbox games. Whereas on PlayStation, it is losing its identity as a PlayStation because, in fact, most of those people are now indulging in Xbox games nonstop. And if Xbox is a place where you can only play Xbox games, and on PlayStation right now, they're only playing Xbox games, they are, in fact, one and the same.
What's happening here?
Come on, man. Don't be a
listen,
stupid fucking person.
Seriously.
Don't be one. I'm not saying you are because I'm not calling people names. The saying, don't be one.
Now, if PlayStation, if they were putting out first-party games, right? That's a whole different story. But the lack of is the problem. And yes, they have a couple, but not enough to combat what is coming from Xbox. That's the issue. If the tables were turned and Xbox, they were putting a couple of games on the PlayStation platform and PlayStation was showing up the way that Xbox is showing up on their own platform, that's a whole different story. But that's not what's taking place. You got to spoon feed the smooth brains. And to the beginning, the issue that they have, what they were talking about when it comes to Phil, their issue with Phil is what Phil is doing and how he's burying the PlayStation brand.
Facts.
I think that's the problem with the people that are in there. And whoever has been, Jim Ryan, Hiroki, what's the other one with the freaking face? With Lego Ho.
Oh, Herman Hulse.
Oh,
And
Herman
that
Hulse.
dude
Lego
over
Ho.
there, they're just out there with shovels. And they're destroying what PlayStation once used to be. It's a
It's
mess.
true. It's true. It makes no goddamn sense to come out here and say that Xbox should fire Phil. The only reason you want that to happen is because Phil is doing everything that is part of your nightmares.
If
It's
I
everything
went,
that keeps you up at night.
if I went into the Louis store and all they had was a bunch of Gucci stuff, and I found just one or two Louis bags, I think that that's pretty much a Gucci store, right?
That's probably the best analogy ever.
Thank you.
Fucking perfection. Fucking perfection. This is the pab as shit that these people are, because they don't comprehend. It doesn't make any sense. PlayStation might as well just change their name to the Game Store. It'll be identical. There is no point. There is no point. They do not supply their gamers with first-party content in any satisfactory way for today's standards. Yesterday's standards, sure. Back in the day, yeah, when there was only 1 or 2 games coming out a year for these consoles from the publishers themselves, sure. Yeah, that's fine. Now, nah, man. Xbox changed the game, dude. They're really literally releasing more games on PlayStation this year than literally what PlayStation has put out that mattered over the course of this generation. Xbox has put more games that mattered in the last, in just this year alone, than PlayStation has put out the entire generation, bro, of games that mattered. Come on, man.
Agreed.
Like before we move on, do you guys agree, or are we talking to shit? You know what I'm saying? Do you
did you hear?
Devil, do you agree?
I want to
what
say
do you
here,
think?
when it comes to the identity of these companies, it's crazy because Sony PlayStation has always been the one that people have, kept in this pedestal when it comes to the games. Like a lot of people are saying that PlayStation games are the best games. You're missing out. You're not playing PlayStation games. So that right there, in my opinion, is their identity, is the exclusive. And right now, they really had no exclusive. So what identity do they have? And look, you might say that the identity right now is selling consoles, right? Selling consoles. That's their identity. Nothing more. There's really nothing else in there that you can tell, like, oh my god, this is PlayStation. And I at the moment, I just feel like they're just not delivering. Like this season, they're not hitting the ball. It's just what it is. It's been a year. Astrobot, I mean, we got nothing. It's gonna be a whole year, and they had Astrobot in the middle since I think what it was, like God of War, and that's what they had in the middle. What was it? Spider-Man? My bad, Spider-Man. And then they had, and then they had Astrobot. So that's like one big hitter a year, and that you can say and you can argue that they have these third-party deals also in between. But when it goes to first party, they're really not hitting the ball. And I mean, shit. It's gonna be hard to compete. And I was watching the other day. I don't know if you know Sacred Symbols with Colin Moriarty, right? And then he you know what he said on his show, and I actually clicked it and put it in my video though. He said that to the PlayStation fans, because they were getting mad in the show. They were saying like, why are you talking about Xbox and everything? And it's like, bro, like, let's keep it real. Xbox is the biggest publishers right now. So I mean, we have to talk to it. So get used to it. It's that's it. That the one guy that hate Xbox the most bend the knee and said it. It is what it is. When it comes to like gaming news, gaming content, and whatever is going on, and keeping everybody hyped for the next thing, it's Xbox. Like, where's PlayStation? They don't even have a showcase. They don't even have shows like that anymore. So what are we doing here? Like, let's keep it truth. It's not about hating PlayStation because we don't hate PlayStation. It's just like they're the first ones to bring these comparisons. And they're the first ones to talk about first party output and all that back when they had it good, right? Supposedly. But now when the tortilla flip, they don't want no smoke. They just want to run away with in their legs. And it's just like, that's not how it works, bro. Like, if we're fighting to a 12th round, the fight lasts until the 12th round. So if you hit me, I hit you back. And here it is, Xbox hitting back with everything they got. And PlayStation is showing no signs of life, guys. So, I mean, it's just a fact. It's tangible. It's something that we can't see. And they can't even deny it because they spend most of the time talking about Xbox. We have a PlayStation show, show or podcast, and all we talk about is Xbox because there's no PlayStation news. Like, they created a new studio. Let's fucking go. LFG. Disaster, guys. Disasters. There's no other way of putting it because, I mean, live service, again, like after Concord and after the disaster the marathon is probably going to be, because you can count on these Destiny players probably supporting Bungie, but at what price? When you have all the games dropping with, such Arc Raiders, we got Call of Duty around the time, and Split Gate Beta is going to release now. It's a game that everybody's excited for it. It's just like so many games to play, and PlayStation is actually in the dark. Yeah. They're not breathing, and they don't have anything out there of quality. Now, Ghost of Jote, I believe the game is going to be successful, but there's going to be way better games this year. Like,
but also what's successful?
Better games,
right?
Yeah, it's going to be successful because.
But you got to think about how success is defined, right? If I spend more money on a sequel and I sell less copies, is that success?
Well, I mean, it might not be successful, but it's still successful in the sense that.
But what does that mean for their next game, right? So if you're Sony and your trajectory is, we spent this amount on a game and it sold this much, we're making part 2. We spent more than likely more, I would assume, and then sold less. What does that mean for my third game? What do I do? Or the third game from that studio? Do I invest more and then make even less if it doesn't sell? Or do I at some point start cutting my losses and saying, okay, clearly you're in a downward trajectory. Is it worth it? Or do I have to cut costs and give you a small budget and have you make
with
a
lot of
game?
their other IP?
It just, what's hot right now is Xbox. And what's relevant right now in the gaming industry and what everybody's talking about is Xbox. So the fact that Xbox is putting their games on PlayStation is also showing the world what Xbox got. And the world is realizing, like, damn, they got games.
Oh, shit, those are
Not
good.
only that, the games are good, and they give you great deals on their platform. So people are really getting ahead of themselves, talking about and saying that Xbox is dead. But we'll see for next generation. We'll see for next generation what's going to happen with both these consoles and ecosystems. And we'll see what everything is going. But so far, Xbox is undeniable. Even Sony PlayStation fanboys at this point, they have to admit it and they have to say, shit, they are like, look, Colin Moriarty even said, not even EA can compete with this. Not even EA with the FIFAs and the Battlefields and the games that they usually have in rotation, right? They even have live service games, very successful live service game with Apex Legends, which is, a huge success, even though it's declining now because it's been out for many years. But you could argue that EA is one of the greatest publishers, man. And they can't even compete with Xbox. No, the biggest publisher right now, right this moment, there's nobody bigger. Everybody's gonna have to come together to face Xbox. It's like the boss of the level, at this point, like Shao Kahn in Mortal Kombat. This is Xbox right now, Shao Kahn. Like, ain't nobody can beat it. Everybody gotta get together. EA, Bungie, whatever, all these studios, and they still can't compete because Minecraft, and I'm quoting Moriarty, Call of Duty and Minecraft are perpetual. He used those words. They forever. Those are games that they will never go out of style. There's like fucking Levi's. you always gonna wear them. Those are not like Gucci, whatever, or Balenciaga, all that is gonna come around, but you still got those old ass Levi's that you never take off your butt. So that's what it is, bro. Deal with it.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. We got the homie Cypher Talk in the building. My dude, thank you, my brother, for being here, man. Appreciate you, homie. He goes ahead and says, what folks don't realize is that PlayStation, quote unquote, won last gen mainly because they bought third-party exclusivity. This is no longer the case now, so they can't lean on that anymore when their first party is dry. Cypher, you were right, dog, 100%. And this is the thing. And the crazy part is that it's Xbox putting the magnifying glass on it. Because again, in a world where Xbox was still playing ball and was only releasing 1 or 2 games a year, right? Then all of a sudden we're on an even playing field, right? So when PlayStation got those exclusives, right, that weren't theirs, they were third-party exclusives, it was like, well, what does Xbox have, right? What's Xbox counter to that? Right. And we heard that for so long. What's the counter to this game on PlayStation from Xbox? And Phil always said, like, we're not looking for no counters. We're doing our thing. Right. But now Xbox is flooding the market. Right. Like Xbox is putting, like, you're seeing the Xbox brand everywhere, whether people know it or not. Okay. It's everywhere now. And it makes PlayStation's offering look silly, makes it look feeble. Makes it look like there's nothing there. And it's sad. It's sad for them, but it's the real reality. And this is why there's no stress on Xbox back. Before we get you, Hargi, because I want to get you, I do have the homie Pragmatic Eagle with that $5 super chat. I appreciate you, my friend.
Love.
Says it's okay if you choose to prefer PlayStation, but I am renaming that shit the Bend Over and Take It Station. Oh shit. Anyone capping for that is bending over and taking it.
Fair.
Facts, bro.
Wow.
I think that's fair. That's fair. And then I do want to shout out my motherfucking homie Spartan661.
Yo, Spartan.
Who went ahead and gifted an on point for gamer membership.
Thank you so
much, my brother. Appreciate you, man. Y'all know what to do.
Tell him, baby.
What the motherfucking welcome to the family emoji in the chat. Welcome our newest member, man. We appreciate you for rocking out with us. And I see that is Man O War. Appreciate
Let's
you,
go.
You
welcome.
So
welcome, love. And
right.
Spartan661. Thank you so
man.
much.
Spartan, you're the man. So Hargi, what again? Obviously, I know you're not talking about the people, but what do you feel about the thoughts that are put out there that this is okay for them to say this shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you feel?
I mean, it's okay to say whatever you want, right? The question is it valid and is it scrutiny worthy, right, from other people, like worthy of being criticized from other people? And look. Their opinions are their opinions. One of the things I've been thinking about lately is what the heck is PlayStation's identity? And they're saying, well, hey, why are you worried about like this? So what Xbox gamers are saying, well, putting their games on there makes it so the PlayStation. Well, just tell me, like, what is the game du jour that you're so excited about on that platform? I'll put it in different terms. When Gears E-Day was announced, you saw PlayStation fans, not only Xbox fans, with grown man tears. That was what happened. That was the reaction when E-Day was announced. What do you have on your side? The same thing happened, by the way, with Tears of the Kingdom. When they started getting into what is Tears of the Kingdom, you had the same kind of reaction. I'm trying to remember the last time I've seen that from PlayStation fans. When do they have that? Do you have anything in your future that says, oh my God, I can't wait for that? And you have grown man tears. Just tell me where. Maybe I missed it. That's possible. Because I don't pay attention to that much on the PlayStation side. But maybe you can tell me if somebody actually did that. Like grown man tears, like literally grown man tears. Like PlayStation fans had grown man tears when E-Day's reveal trailer was played. Right? So where's the equivalent? Like that's genuine enthusiasm for something, right? When you're that much into it. And that's just about a game. They don't care what it's on. They're just like Gears. Oh my God, that was so awesome. Like we all loved it. That's great. But even PlayStation fans were loving Gears E-Day's announcement. So why is it that there's no equivalent over there? That to me is what I would. It's like Ghost of Yotai. My first reaction, you guys same thing, was like, okay, cool, they're doing this, but this doesn't look like anything special. Like the first trailer is just like garbage. It was total garbage. It told you nothing.
Legit.
Second trailer was like, okay, this is a little bit better. Okay, fine, cool. There's something here. There's some meat here. Okay, fine. But it's not at that level. It's just not. It's not even Jin, right? Like, it's just not at that level. What do they have? I'm just curious. What do they have that causes that kind of emotional attachment? They don't even have enough for a fucking showcase. They haven't had a showcase.
Their state of play was for fucking Borderlands.
This is who they are. So tell me what it is about the PlayStation that has an identity. Is it Astrobot? Is that their identity? How many of you fucks actually played it? No, seriously, just like, what is going on your side? Just, you say there's an absolute identity. What is the identity? Go ahead, tell me. I can tell you on the other side. It's pretty easy on Switch. It's pretty easy on Xbox. We've got games and we've got identity up the yin yang. It's all sorts of games we can talk about. What do you have? What is your roadmap? A couple of IPs from Marvel? Is that it? Like, seriously, what you have this new game, Intergalactic? Most of you hated it. You hate the trailer. What do you have to look forward to? Talk to me. So if you're going to make these kind of claims, then back it up. Let's have that side do something useful. I have not been excited about anything from them. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, it's Ghost of Yotai. That's about it. Death Stranding 2, I'm like, eh. And that, is coming to Xbox anyway, right? Because they put the first one on. It's going to happen. I don't know. I just don't care about it. It's like, yeah, whatever. Okay, cool. I have it. I've tried it. I never really got into it. Now, maybe it's a great game. I hear you have to pay up like 20 hours of it. And like, oh, okay, 20 hours versus I could play something else. I could finish Doom in 20 hours. Get 20 hours and to finally be something good. Like, come on. But either way, like that's not really their game. So what is it that is the identity of PlayStation now?
Hargeet, Dan answered you. PlayStation anime titties equal grown man tears. Give them a little anime titty, and they're.
Oh my god, that's sad, isn't it? That is sad, right? But look, this is just the world. I don't know what makes people excited about PlayStation, but maybe we just need to talk to PlayStation fans, right? It's like, oh, it doesn't matter. We're so excited about whatever it is. I don't know.
You know the answer. So you just said there's two different. So let's talk to ponies or let's talk to PlayStation fans, because PlayStation fans, what they're excited about is Minecraft and Fortnite and Call of Duty. Right?
Yeah,
Roblox.
That's probably true. It's probably Call of Duty.
We know the identity. Madden, NBA. We know the identity.
It'll be NBA 2K.
PlayStation fans,
right?
The fanboys, they're the ones who are lost souls. You know what I'm saying? And they don't know what to do anymore.
I would hope that they watch the June showcase and are happy about what they see as far as games. Who cares where the games are going? Are you going to play the game? That's all that matters. If you want to engage with Game Pass, you have an option with either PC or console or cloud. If you want to go into, having it on PlayStation, fine. Go pay the $70, $80, $90, $100, whatever it is. Go buy the game. Enjoy. Why does that hurt me as a gamer if I can play my games? Right?
You know what's crazy?
They're giving me games. That's what matters.
But the PlayStation players supposedly are getting all the games. So
they're not getting all of them, but they're getting a lot of them. That's good.
Well, I mean, in their mind, right? So if Crap Gamer is saying that he is pissed at Phil, but he has left Xbox, right? Like, we know that, right? He's not an Xbox fan anymore. He's a PlayStation fan.
Do we know that he's left Xbox? I'm
that's
sure
he
still has an Xbox.
But that's what he claims, right? He's a PlayStation guy now, right? So wouldn't you be saying, thank you, Phil? Because now I am fully able to play all the games I want to play on my PlayStation, and I could spend all the money. But he doesn't like it because he knows what it means. Go ahead, baby.
By the way, if Xbox is dead and Phil is the one killing it, right? And you are on the other side, wouldn't that be a good thing? And instead of attacking Phil, you should encourage the situation.
Exactly.
I'm just
Is that
giving
what
him
you
some
destroy
thought
Xbox?
here. Wouldn't that be exactly what
Doesn't that
you
make more
want?
That is
sense?
kind of funny, right?
So it's contradicting on
You
its
got like
own.
a bomb or something because Doodle's been fucking smoking these
fucking
bitches
crazy.
non-stop with these cards. They're fucking out here like, I don't know what to do. God damn it,
Day
Doodle.
5. It's like a fucking
Day
Yeah.
5 of getting
Like,
my
dude,
wig split
get
by
yourself-
Doodle. It's fucking wasting breath. Destroyer, what's good, man? I see you play on the
Yo,
Virgo Eve.
Destroyer,
What's
what's up?
Gotham guy, what's up, man?
Did anybody in the chat like have like a thing where PlayStation fans actually were like there's grown man tears for something from PlayStation?
No, they all
I'd love
mock
to
like
see it. Honestly,
Astrobot. Astrobot, remember?
but that's a joke,
Oh,
right? That's a joke.
Yeah, but supposedly they're grinning from ear to ear, remember?
Astrobot
Never-
brought out
But
all
that's
the
not
clowns,
grown man
babe.
tears.
All the clowns.
That's not grown man tears, right?
Got that.
That's baby
Right? That's
funny
you played it.
Circus
It's
shit.
fun, cool, great, right? That's fine.
The
right?
last time they
If
had
you
grown man tears on PlayStation is when they heard that Pornhub might get blocked from PlayStation. That's when the grown man tears came out.
And
That's the last time you saw grown man tears out
Freeseller
of PlayStation owners.
Free Seller Blade.
Yeah, the Freeseller Blade.
Bronze, you have my spoken shield.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. Oh,
But yeah, I mean that's kind of where my head's at on this whole identity of PlayStation versus the other. Like, it's very obvious what the like identity of the other two are. It's just not. I don't know where PlayStation is anymore. Is there going to be another God of War? I don't know. Is God of War still? I don't know if it's relevant. I don't know. I don't know what's going to go. Happen next. So how do we know what the heck is going on that platform?
And
Right?
we've
Are
had
you guys-
discussions as to what their actual IP, like what do they really have, Hargy? And Spider-Man is not theirs. God of War, like
not theirs.
what is that, right? So it only comes down to Aloy, that NyQuil bitch.
The NyQuil bitch.
And it's not looking good.
Oh my
It's
god.
not looking good.
So I mean, look, maybe that is something they really look forward to. I don't know. I mean, I loved the first Horizon game, but I don't know if I didn't feel like, oh my god, like E-Day, right? E-Day just evokes emotion in a way that just they haven't done on that side in a while, right? And it's like, well, so where is that coming from on their side? That's what identity is, like something that makes you say, I need to be here because, right? And let's say E-Day is a launch exclusive. It won't come over. Maybe it does come to the other side, but it comes in 5 years later. Are you not going to want to play it, guys? So
Facts.
that's the question. And like, maybe it does go day and date. I don't care. It's fine. It does. But like, if it doesn't, like, would you not want to play that game? If it's a year later, maybe it's fine. But if it's like 5 years later, are you going to say, I don't want to play E-Day? When you guys were also crying when that came out. Like, it's the way it is. So that's just the way it is. I understand people don't like, not everybody wants to play on Nintendo. Fine. But the people who do like Nintendo, they did have the same reaction to some of the reveals of like Tears of the Kingdom or something like that, right? Fine. Top tier. I get it. But I have not seen that on the PlayStation side for like a long time.
Yeah.
I just don't know. Like, I would think Last of Us 2 was probably the last time that was like oh my god, yes, this looks right. Yes. And then of course we got the story, and so some people love the game, some people like did not love the game, but whatever.
I love the game. I love
Yeah,
the game.
so it is what it is, right? But that I don't know, like, what is next? Where are they going? And it's very hard to understand because what we get from them is the picture behind me. That's where they're going. And
Facts.
like, is that really where you guys want to be? Like, the enthusiasm, you were saying a demo that even Colin is kind of admitting, hey, you know what? The enthusiasm is on the other side. What am I supposed to talk about? What's on PlayStation to talk about? What do they have? What are they giving you? There's no showcase. There's nothing. So what are they supposed to talk about? At least Xbox is putting stuff out there, right? So there's something to talk about.
It's the
It's
truth.
just the way it is.
That's the truth.
If nothing else, tell me that your community does anything like this.
Nope.
Where's your community answer to a watch party for your freaking showcase? Oh wait, I'm sorry, you have
Watch
to have a
what?
showcase.
They don't grade it.
Exactly.
They don't grade it.
You don't even
Oh,
have a
yeah.
showcase. Okay,
That's the
like,
truth.
come on now.
I think your answer's right here, Hargy, from Ryor. This is
Cancel
what we've
games.
got to talk
That's our
about.
identity.
Yeah.
That's their identity.
That's all they have.
Cancel
Cancel games. Yeah, which is sad. But it is what it is. Like, go make something. I don't know. It's up to them to compete. I don't know. It's very disappointing, to be very honest.
Agreed. Let me get my boy Do UK now, the broke boy is Saturday.
Yo.
$10 super chat. Appreciate you,
Thank
fam.
you.
Appreciate you, homie. Says you'll have to excuse Crap Gamer. He was dropped on the head a few times as a baby, punched in the head a few times as a teen, kicked in the head a few times as an adult. Now just bangs his head against a wall. Damn, that's a rough. That's a rough life.
I feel like I hear a pattern here.
Yeah, maybe a crap life is what we'll go ahead and
I mean, that's the story of my life. No respect. I don't get no respect at all.
Oh my god!
Yikes!
Then we have the homie Cypher type. Well, my dude, thank you, my brother, for being here. Thank you for being a member for 10 months, man. Really, really appreciate you. Says when you spend more time hating the things you don't support than loving the things that you do, then you are being a fan wrong. Hashtag the Book of X.
The Book of X, baby.
Facts. You don't know how to be a fan. That's the fucking truth. 100%, man. 100%.
Wait, so fans aren't supposed to dox their patients while they're in surgery? That's oh, I'm sorry.
Thanks.
Did that happen? Oh,
Thanks.
you're not supposed to send pictures of your genitals to developers to get release dates. That's not supposed to happen.
That's real.
Oh,
crazy.
damn.
That's real crazy.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's funny that he's able to send dick pics to developers, but he's not able to play Doom properly.
Yo, that's wild. That's wild. All right. Baby, do you have anything to add to this before we move on?
It's wild. I think they need to take a step back.
Yeah,